So day one began at 3:50 in the morning. So we got up, got ready, headed over. We had our PT. It was an hour session on top of a parking garage. Like dark. It was so dark up there. And what you think first day had? We had 750 people in the class.
So I think the really cool thing for me, going to so many like continuing education events and being, doing all these fitness CEs all the time is, just seeing the type of people that you meet, what you run into. Of course, when we go to these different, fitness, Martin Rooney, anything like that, like you feel like you're amongst your people, right? Oh, these, they just want to work out all the time. You want to talk about working out all the time. Everyone's eating celery, whatever. It's like that whole deal. But this is like a whole different environment. If it's just it's people, it's a leadership training, so it's people's companies or themselves getting out there and having teams come out there. So like for instance, day one, James and I sat next to there's a firefighter on one side from Seattle. There's a professor from University of Tennessee that came out there, and he's talking about how he's trying to implement that with his lab. Day two is a bunch of guys from Indiana who work in coal. They're not coal miners, but they like made the GPS tracking for coal. And so there's no other situation where I think we probably would find ourselves in a room interacting with that type of people, right? Or just that group of people,
Wasn't it 58 different industries represented?
Yeah. So of course, I think the dichotomy of leadership, the second book, I think that what mainly it talks about for me and is able to elaborate on is like, even though you have these kind of set, really clear, concise, simple kind of rules, like the whole point is like you have to know those rules and also know when to change them, when to bend them, and how to react in certain situations. I mean, that's all the work. That's all it is. That's why you can't tell somebody, even with like training and diets, like, okay, here's the exact diet you need to have. This and this. It's all going to work. But I mean, obviously, they're going to live their life at a certain point. Something's going to change, and they're like, what do I do? You're not going to be there the whole time. The work is in trying to figure that out, the dichotomy, right? It's fine to have a cookie or a drink or whatever, or maybe it's not. It depends on the time